A couple of weeks ago on WTF, we talked about Susan Smith and the heinous murder she committed against her young sons, Michael and Alex. Today, I'm bringing you a story much like that one that happened last year in Florida. The mother's name is Patricia Ripley, and she's accused of killing her 9-year-old son with autism.
Triple Studios proudly presents the Midweek Mini, and here's your host, Andrea Lee.
Patricia Ripley is being charged in the first-degree murder of her 9-year-old son, Alejandro. And if she's found guilty, she could face the death penalty. On May 21st of 2020, Patricia called 911 and claimed that 2 black men kidnapped Alejandro after running her off the road. Once they had ran her off the road, she claimed that one of the men came at her with a knife and demanded drugs. When she told the man that she didn't have any drugs, he took her cell phone and he kidnapped Alejandro. An Amber Alert was issued, but sadly, Alejandro's body was found the next morning in a canal just a few miles from where she said that he was abducted. From the beginning, investigators were suspicious of her story because she repeatedly changed details of the story of what had happened. And then some pretty damning evidence was found that confirmed their doubts. Surveillance video was located that showed Patricia shoving Alejandro into a different canal earlier that same evening. But nearby residents heard screams and they came to the little boy's rescue. An hour later, Patricia found another canal, pushed Alejandro in, and this time he drowned. When authorities questioned her about it, she admitted that she lied about the kidnapping story. And she even admitted to leading her son to the canal and said that he's going to be in a better place. After leading him to that canal, she drove to a nearby Home Depot, sat in her vehicle alone, and waited 20 minutes before she called the police. But when she was given the chance to plead guilty or not guilty, she entered a not guilty plea. Now, one thing that has got me kind of questioning everything is that it doesn't say that she went into the Home Depot to call the police, but she said that they had stole her phone. So I don't know what to make of any of that, but I don't think she planned that story out very well, but that's just my opinion. But so what would lead a mother to murder a child with severe autism and the inability to speak? Well, authorities believe her motive came straight from her mouth when she said that as Alejandro got older, the harder he was to physically control. And she even admitted that she had been thinking about killing him for some time. Now, one thing that really gets me about all of this, though, is, she's admitted that she's thought about killing him, and there is video proof that she pushed him into a canal. Her husband, which is also Alejandro's father, was quoted as saying, "We love our life. We love Alejandro, and we don't agree with what they said about my wife. It's not real." And he said this while he was standing outside the courtroom right after she entered a not guilty plea. Now, maybe he was just still in shock and just didn't want to believe that his wife was capable of doing something like that. And, I know that everybody is innocent until proven guilty, but I mean, come on. There's a lot of evidence against her. But anyway, I've read that this family lives in a very nice home and they own property in the Dominican Republic. But get this, y'all, taxpayer money is being used to cover her defense costs because a judge ruled that she is financially incapable of paying costs involved in such a case. And those fees involve private investigators, experts whose goal is to keep inmates off of death row, and depositions. Those fees can add up to upwards of hundreds of thousands of dollars. There's not a whole lot of information out there on Patricia as far as what her life was like before she was arrested. I'm sure that when her trial begins, we'll find out more. Usually that kind of stuff, about people's past or whatnot, come out during a trial. But I'm curious to find out if she suffers from a mental illness. And of course, I'm not making any excuses for her. I just have that tendency to think that something somewhere has to be not quite right for someone to do such a horrible thing. I couldn't find a trial date set for Patricia Ripley yet, but you can be assured that I'll be following this case very closely, and I will update y'all once I know more. Well, that's it for this week's Midweek Mini. Don't forget to come back Friday for an all-new What the Friday. Until next time, be blessed.